And good afternoon, baseball fans. It's game time at St. Leo University, Thomas B. Southard Stadium, on the beautiful campus of St. Leo. This is Tom Cannell bringing you game 2 of a 3-game set against the Tampa Spartans. Last night, the Lions, with a 6-4 win, took their record to 25-17. Spartans 33-8. They are the class of the conference. It's going to be joined today by Mr. Bill White, longtime friend. We'll discuss a little bit of Bill's background. One thing he does know is baseball. So, Bill, welcome to the booth.
Thank you, Tom. It's a real treat and a joy to be here. First time I've visited St. Leo College, and first time I'm seeing one of their games. It's really great. Enjoying every minute.
We were talking before the ball game about the quality of the ball field and what we grew up playing up north.
Yes, I remember playing on those skinned infields that there were more bumps than there were level spots, and fielding ground balls was terrifying, to say the least.
Throw goes down to second. And we are ready to go. Justin Jones out on the hill for the Lions. We'll get Mr. Jones' stats here. At any rate, he's going to face Jordan Lala, Drew Earhart, J.D. Urso. This trio put 3 on the board in the very first inning last night. Lions had to come from behind twice in the ball game, finally putting it away in the bottom of the 8th. Jones ready. And 2 balls.
Well, Tom, one thing you said is that the starting pitcher loses his cap on every pitch. I'm seeing that so far.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an oddity.
I don't think I've ever witnessed that before, where someone has their cap fall off on every pitch. That'll be something he'll be known for.
High drive, center field. Moving over is the center fielder. And Adams puts that one away. Out number 1, 1 up, 1 down. The wind pretty strong, blowing right to left. Anything left to second base, which is typical here, will get a good ride. A lot of weather in the area. We're just hopeful. Play as long as we can today. Here's Drew Earhart. Earhart 1 for 4 last night. Had a triple and a run scored in that first inning. Bouncing ball and into center field. So first hit of the ball game goes to Earhart and the Spartans.
Yeah, that was a C&I ground ball up the middle. Very close to being fielded, but just slightly out of reach.
Once you get it by the pitcher, these infields have a tendency to be pretty quick. Infield up the middle looking for a pair. J.D. Urso. Breaking ball stays inside. Urso, the shortstop. 1 for 4 last night. High drive, left field. Watch out, up in the breeze. Mikey back. And he puts it away. Wow, that the wind blew that about 30 feet toward the line.
Yeah, off the bat, that looked like it could have been a dinger. It just got kind of hung up there, and like you said, it weaved toward the foul line and close to the warning track, but it's a long out.
2 down now to the lead. E.J. Cumbo, cleanup hitter. Cumbo, the right fielder. was one of the few Spartans without a hit last night. He went 0 for 4. Chased that one, sent it back to the screen.
Well, the pitcher has him down 2 strikes, no balls. It's in his command right now. He's got a couple pitches to waste if he'd like.
Breaking ball, shot to right center field. This could be trouble. Sparling back, and he runs that one down up the gap. So a single, no damage done. A man left, and we played a half inning. It's Tampa nothing, and the Lions coming to bat.
My grandfather had always wanted me to go to this school.
On its campus in Tampa Bay, convenient education centers, and online everywhere, St. Leo University provides a supportive, affordable, and innovative education that prepares students for successful, rewarding careers.
I feel prepared for the future. St. Leo University gave me the tools that I need for success.
St. Leo University. For more information, visit us at stleo.edu.
And we're back to the bottom of the first. Bill White, my guest.
Yeah, that first inning, 1-2-3. That's the way to start it off.
Out on the hill, Alex Canny. Let's see what old Alex has been up to. This is his 7th game. This is first start. Has 13 trips from the pen, 54 innings, 53 hits, 17 runs, 16 of them earned. He's walked 10, struck out 38. He's going to face Cooper Miles, Buck Anderson, Mikey Scott, 1, 2, 3 in the Lion order.
The interesting thing about him, he's pitching from the stretch. So this must be his comfort zone. No windup, right from the stretch with no one on base.
And inside for a ball. Canny, 6'1", 200-pound sophomore from Valrico, just down south of Tampa. Very deliberate.
Yeah, up here from the booth, he looks like a big strapping farm boy. Sounds like that's the area he's from.
Miles last night, a single, 2 walks in 5 trips. Breaking ball doesn't bite, 2-2. There'll be Lala in left, E.J. Cumbo in right, and Jose Cadenas in center. And we'll give you the infield here in a moment. And a bit high. Pitcher thought he might have had it. Count goes full. Outfield deep. They played deep last night, particularly in left. Timeout as Miles has. Looks like some dirt or something in the eye. Swirling winds today. Payoff pitch. Chops it off the plate. Pitcher with a throw is not in time.
Good hustle. Good hustle by the batter there.
So Miles with an infield single to start the ball game for the Lions. Canny came in and he fielded it. By the time he got to it, he had no play. As Bill said, Miles hustling down the line. Here's Buck Anderson. He had 2 big base hits last night. 2 out singles. Knocked in 3 runs. Keep our eye on Miles. He goes. Chopper towards short. Only going to have 1 play. And that's the first. And the out.
That was a good play by the shortstop. He had to field that on a short hop. Made a 1-hop throw to the first baseman. Got the easy out. Got a man on second, though.
So Anderson on a fielder's choice. 6-3 on the out, 1 down. Miles now advances into scoring position for Mikey Scott. Mikey Scott 0 for last night. Did reach on an error, and it was a big error. It was in that 7th inning when the Lions came back to tie the ball game. Swings through that high fastball.
Looked like he was on that pitch. He just missed it.
Ball and a strike, 1 down. We're just starting here. First of a scheduled doubleheader. Mother Nature will determine that. 2 balls and a strike. Adrian Roa on deck. There's a bunt, third base line. This is going to be a tough play. And throws it away down the line. He's going to score a run. And checking in at second base is Mikey Scott. That was perfectly placed.
That was a beautiful play. It seemed like it caught the Spartans totally off guard. And it appeared that they were ready for that. Forced a error at first base. Got a run and a man on second. Beautiful play. Well called. Good call by the coach.
So Mikey Scott replaces Miles down at second. Lions are going to play from in front. Here's Adrian Roa, the DH. That'll be a infield single for Scott, an error on the third baseman, E5. And now here's Roa. He looked to do the same thing, but he's a little bit lame, so I don't think he's going to be putting that. We had a nice visit with Adrian before the ball game.
Yes, he's a delightful guy. Wish him well.
Been nicked up most of the year, but glad to have him in the lineup. They didn't want any part of him last night. They walked him with runners at second and third while they had the lead to get Eddie Neiman, who promptly singled up the middle for 2 runs to give us our eventual game-winning lead. 1-1. Line shot, right field. That's a base hit. And they're going to hold. Throw comes all the way through, and a good one.
Good thing he held up at third base. He would have been nailed at the plate. That was a good, hard, strong throw by the right fielder, right on the money.
That gives you an idea how important it is to have Roa back in the lineup.
Yeah, that was a rope. That was an absolute line drive rope. He's got some power. He's got some pop.
Here's Bobby Sparling. Sparling comes in with runners on the corners. Another of the Lions who been a little dinged up throughout the season. He takes a strike.
Yeah, talking with the coaches and the players before the game, it is surprising how many of the Lions are injured right now, dealing with issues.
Well, you know, when you get into a 30th game of the season, you get a lot of nicks and, you play hard.
Yeah, let you know that it's just injuries are just not something on the professional level. It's at all levels.
Fastball, strike 2 outside corner. I don't think Bobby liked either one of those.
Yeah, that looked a little off the plate a little bit.
But as we say, the guy in blue wins them all. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bouncing ball. This could be a pair. They're going to try for 1, and they get 1. But the run scores.
That was an opportunity to get out of the inning. Shortstop looks like he just mishandled the throw from the second baseman. Got the out, but could not complete the double play to first base. Just had to stop at that point.
4-6 on the 1 out. They do record that erases Roa. Sparling now down at first, and we're up 2-0 here in the first. Here's Luke Hewen, the catcher. And diving back. Sparling had a stolen base last night.
That's probably what coaxed that throw to first. They remember that from yesterday.
Hewen in for Eddie Neiman. Eddie will be back in game 2 today, giving him a spell. 1 ball. We have 2 down. We have 2 in the first inning. There's a high chopper to third. Going to go the short way, and they get it. So we have 2 runs. We have 1, 2, 3 hits. We leave a man, completed 1, and it's the Lions 2 and Tampa nothing. Tom Cannell, Bill White back here. So how do you like it so far up here? Different perspective.
I love it. Yeah, got the best view in the house. Really important after that big win last night. Come right back with a 2-0 lead, putting the pressure on Tampa. Let Tampa know that they're in a dogfight here. This is great.
Nunez, Lions, and Gutcher. A shot to right, a base hit. I couldn't even tell you that Nunez, we found out before the game, has had some professional time with the San Diego Padres organization.
That was something, Tom, I was unfamiliar with, how someone can actually be in a professional organization and then come back and play college. I was totally unaware of that until today, till you explained that to me.
We had that happen the other day. There's a fellow from Lynn that had played a couple of years in the Red Sox organization. Here's one, a little above us.
One thing I'm noticing here is Tampa's coming up here ready to swing. They're swinging at a lot of first pitches, very aggressive hitters.
Well, you saw the numbers 1 through 9 in their lineup. There's no easy touches.
I believe that everybody in the lineup has a batting average of 300 or more. That's tough on a pitcher. There's no soft spots.
Infield up the middle looking for a pair. Keep our eye on the runner. Does not go. Pop up, right side. Wind has it. And Mike was over and makes the catch. Nice play. Reached up just as he got to the screen, and it stuck in the end of the glove.
Super play. He actually ran into the screen after making the catch. Had to deal with that. It was fading further away, almost went over the fence, but he snagged it. Good play.
Here's Gutcher, the catcher. He was 0 for 4 last night. He's one of the 2 Spartans without a hit last night.
You had to look at him physically. He doesn't have that catcher look. He looks kind of tall, lanky, and a little slim.
And
kind of like you, Tom.
in my day. Gutcher has 10 home runs to lead the team. So he can apparently generate some power.
Yeah, to look at him, he just does not look like someone that would be leading the team with home runs. He's got that classic tall, lanky look of a baseball player, but not muscular, at least not from the booth.
Breaking ball in for a strike, 2-1. Justin Jones, 3-3 on the year. This is his 13th appearance, his 8th start, 43 in the third innings. And that's in the dirt. Giving up 43 runs, or 43 hits, 20 runs, 18 of them earned. Walked 16, struck out 44, and an ERA of 3.74. 3-1 pitch here. And he pours it right down the middle, taken all the way. On deck, Nico Saldino. Payoff pitch, runner goes. Line drive, left center field, and a running grab. Nice play. A long throw back to first, but not in time.
That was a beautiful play by the center fielder. That was hit on an absolute rope. Looked like it was going to be a gapper, and he was able to run it down. He must have run 20 yards to make that play and made a strong throw to first.
That's Caleb Adams, and actually this is his second or third game in center field. Zach Benson, who had been the center fielder, got hit with a pitch last week and suffered a hand injury.
Well, he looked like Jim Edmonds from the St. Louis Cardinals, the way he ran that down. That was outstanding.
It was only a matter of time before you got a Cardinal shot in there.
You'll get a few more before it's over with.
1 ball to count, 2 down. And a strike inside, 1-1.
Looks to me like this pitcher is doing a good job of keeping it on the corners. He's not throwing too much where he can really unload on it.
This is Saldino. Throw to first, dives back. Saldino was on base 3 times yesterday. Did not score. A couple of walks. They had him down 0-2 on 2 occasions, and he ended up drawing a walk. So he's got a good eye.
That's a lot of discipline, especially with these aggressive hitters, where you can sit there and nurse a walk.
1 ball, 1 strike. There's a little soft liner. No play. Nice play just to keep it in the infield by Nunez, but it was a floater, really not much behind it at all.
Yeah, that was a strange hit. It didn't have a lot behind it, and he fielded it on 1 hop, but there was just no play at any base.
Tomorrow it'll look like a line drive in the book.
Yeah, that's true.
Here's Cadenas. Cadenas a single and a double last night. A couple of stolen bases. Good production from the 9-hole. Pops it up. Jones trying to work his way out of this second inning.
That was another first pitch strike. These guys are coming up there looking to hit.
There's a bunt try, stays in the batter's box. Again, the element of surprise there. Had he got that down, it would have been difficult to make a play.
It's kind of interesting. We've seen at least 2 legitimate bunt attempts. Watching professional baseball at the major league level, you just don't see the art of bunting. It's interesting. We've had 2 already.
We talk a lot about that throughout the season because sacrifices are difficult to execute. High pop up in the infield. Wind is going to bring it toward the dugout. Wyman is there, and we're out of the inning. So a threat, but no damage done. 2 hits, 2 left. 1.5 in the book. 2-0 home team.
My grandfather had always wanted me to go to this school.
On its campus in Tampa Bay, convening education centers, and online everywhere, St. Leo University provides a supportive, affordable, and innovative education that prepares students for successful, rewarding careers.
I feel prepared for the future. St. Leo University gave me the tools that I need for success.
St. Leo University. For more information, visit us at stleo.edu.
Bottom half, inning number 2. Wyman unloads on one deep to left center field, but we saw last night that center fielder can cover some ground. Cadenas runs that one down. That was well struck.
What seems to be going on right now, some of these shots to the outfield seem to be kind of hanging a little bit. The wind is swirling. It just seems to be holding the ball up a little bit more than you think. Some of these look like they could have been dingers.
Off the bat, yes. And, and a tribute to the fielders, they're getting the jump on the ball. That kid last night, he must have made 8 catches like that between the 2 gaps. I almost wanted to say, try somebody else.
Well, if you look at the American flag in center field, it is, as you said, swirling. It's pointing in various directions and sometimes laying down flat.
Caleb Adams straight up third base side. It will come down, and when it does, it'll be out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Yaziel Nunez, the shortstop, the number 9 hitter. Nunez a walk in 4 trips last night.
Number 1, Yo-Yo Nunez.
Pitchers are wasting no time.
They're working fast, Tom. They're really working fast.
There's a bullet. Second baseman with a great grab, and got him on the arm going by. So the second baseman with a good stab makes the throw to first, tag by the first baseman. 1, 2, 3 go the Lions in the second. 2 complete. Lions 2, Tampa nothing. Top half inning number 3. We give the umpires. Victor Alejandro is on the bases today. Iro Martinez behind the dish. We mentioned last night these 2 fellas really had the game in hand. They did a really good job. They flip-flop positions, and we had a chance to visit before the game with Victor. Very personable guy.
Very open, very nice, very polite. Came across as a gentleman.
And a baseball man for sure.
You could tell it's in his blood.
Top of the order, actually be top of the order for both teams here in the third. Lala, Earhart, and Urso. Lala with a fly ball to right back in the first. Little floater. That's the wind's got that one. That's probably, it's a fair ball. Boy, it landed just inside the line. The wind was blowing it. Well, you couldn't have dropped it any better out there.
That hit within about 6 inches of the chalk line. It's just one of those good luck. You had good fortune. It just worked out.
Hit number 4 now for the Spartans. So the leadoff man down at second. And here's Earhart. He had a base hit his first time. Miles even with the bag at third. And that one is in the dirt and gets away from Ewan. Earhart takes ball 1 and over to third goes Lala. And those are the 90. We talk about the free bases. You just can't give good teams free bases.
That's true. Good teams feed on opportunity. And if you give it to them, they take advantage of it.
1 ball pitch. Tried to take that one the other way.
He just blew that pitch right by him. That was just, here's my best stuff. What are you going to do with it?
Right field, that's going to get it deep enough. Throw comes in, but the run will score easily. And it's now 2-1. So as we spoke, you move that guy from second to third, and
the pitcher's getting good support by his outfield. There's been a lot of line drives hit to the outfield that they're running down. So you just wonder how much longer we're going to be fortunate to make these plays.
There's a fastball outside. 2-1 now, top of inning number 3. First game of a scheduled doubleheader. Breaking ball, no swing. 2-0.
Almost got him to bite on that low outside. Looked like a curve.
Jones ready to go. Here's a pop-up out of play instead of that parking lot.
Tom, I told you not to park back there.
Roll the dice every ball game when you put it in that parking lot up behind us. 2 balls and a strike. As you mentioned, much like the Tampa pitcher, Jones works from the stretch. He was the closer here last year. Gone into the starting role early in the season. 3-2, chopper in the dirt.
Some pitchers like to pitch from the stretch. A lot of times it's what they're used to. In his case, being a former reliever, I'm sure that's why he does that.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Only 1 down here in the third. Breaking ball stays inside, so a base on balls. Another free runner.
Now batting number 19, E.J. Cumbo.
Giving up walks to Tampa, there's usually a price to pay.
E.J. Cumbo now, he had a fly ball to center. He fakes a bunt. He hit a ball out there in the first inning that was run down by Sparling up the gap. Rick Odette's going to come out and have a little word with Jones. We'll just keep it right here on this one. So, Bill, I told some of the folks last night when I told them you were coming along, the Hall of Fame thoroughbred trainer from South Florida, right at the top or near the top of wins in the state of Florida. So you spent how many years working with the horses?
Well, Tom, I had about a 32-year career training thoroughbred racehorses. Most of my career was in South Florida, racing at Gulfstream Park, Hialeah, and Calder. So it was a fulfillment of a childhood fantasy to do that, and I was able to do what I wanted to do from as long as I can remember. It was a tremendous experience, a lot of memories.
Yep, and we share some of those. Bill was a trainer for us right up until he retired. There's a bullet up the middle. So he had a double, a wild pitch, sac fly, a walk, and a single. So whatever words of wisdom were imparted, Cumbo ruined. Here's Nunez. Nunez powered one out of here last night in the first inning, a big 3-run shot. And we certainly don't want to see deja vu here. 2 on, 1 out. Big rip and a pop-up foul.
Here again, another first pitch swing. It's a big inning for the Lions right here. Got first and second, 1 out. You need a stop. Outside.
1-1. Infield looking for a pair up the middle. Outfield deep and straight away. And strike inside corner. Nunez spinning out of the way. So a ball and 2 strikes. Jamarcus Lyons, the DH, would be next. Justin Jones. There's a bouncing ball. This could be a pair. There's one, and not in time to first. Oh, they caught him at first.
Oh, my.
Bang, bang play. Sometimes the bear eats you, and sometimes you eat the bear. We're out of the inning. They leave a couple. It's 2-1.
My grandfather had always wanted me to go to this school.
On its campus in Tampa Bay, convening education centers, and online everywhere, St. Leo University provides a supportive, affordable, and innovative education that prepares students for successful, rewarding careers.
I feel prepared for the future. St. Leo University gave me the tools that I need for success.
St. Leo University. For more information, visit us at stleo.edu.
Bottom half inning number 3, and as we saw the double play, the 4-3 double play to end the 3rd inning, the pitcher's best friend. And now we'll go to the top of our order, see if we can't get that run back. 2-1, home team. Miles, Anderson, Scott. Cooper Miles with a single and the run scored back in the first. It rips that one foul.
Tom, as fast as these pitchers work, you don't need a time clock like they do in the majors now. These guys get the ball and they're ready.
And it's a good day to do that. Both teams would like to get these games in. Fastball, he struck him out, let her high. So Miles called out on strikes. And that is the first strikeout for Alex Canning.
Anderson.
Buck Anderson bounced out. Real nice play by the second baseman in the first inning, but it did get Cooper Miles over to second where he eventually scored. Anderson, big night last night. 3 runs batted in. A couple of 2-out clutch hits. And there's a shot to left, and that's a base hit.
It's quite amazing how when a player has a good game, kind of carries over to the next one. Get on a little streak. So I'm not surprised he got another base hit. I was kind of expecting it.
Number 19, Mikey Scott.
He's 23 of 29 stealing, so usually when he's on first, he's on second. We'll see what happens here. Obviously, they know. Now, that time, the umpire went out and told the pitcher, let's knock that off. When the safe call was made, the pitcher jumped straight up in the air. Umpire at home plate said, we're not taking any of that today.
Yeah, they jumped on that right away. They don't want any showing of challenging the umpire, apparently.
Yes, because it's a two-man crew. Yeah, he really stands in there. It does look really...
Well, he's gone over there twice. I think he's at the limit. Line drive, woo, up into the stands. Watch out. That was up there where a lot of the folks have their lawn chairs and blankets.
That's a good argument why you need screens on the sidelines, right?
That was. Well, they are well aware of the baseball prowess of Mr. Anderson. Mikey Scott, a base hit and a run scored. It was actually a hit and run. Anderson was off. Mikey Scott bounced one into right field on a perfect hit and run.
Could be
That
two.
may be two. And it is. That was just made to order. 6-4-3 on the double play. A hit, nobody left. 3 complete. 2-4-1 for the home team. 1-5-1 for the visitors. And we are speeding along into the top of inning number 4. Jamarcus Lyons, Danny Gutcher, Nico Saldino. Justin Jones out for his 4th inning of work. And a ball and a strike.
Both pitchers have benefited over the last inning, getting some key double plays when men were in scoring position, and it looked like there was a rally ongoing.
Fly ball hit to right, drifting back. Sparling now, he has to come in. That wind just blows it back at him.
Like we've commented, Tom, the flag is just laying flat down now. It's really got to be challenging to the outfield how this wind's changing.
Look at the top of the palm trees. So it's really not getting to the flag this time, right at this moment. There now it goes. There you can see it on your screen. Here, you watch this guy's arm. There's money in the bank at short. 6-3 on the out.
Shortstop played that just like he was in total control. No problem.
Quickly, 2 up, 2 down to Nico Saldino. He had a base hit. Saldino, the second baseman, played some really good defense in these 2 games so far. Showed a lot of range. There's another bunt try.
What's that, Tom, about the 4th attempted bunt?
Yeah. What they've done here, Bill, they used to cut the grass with the tractor. Now they're doing it by hand, and you can see how lush it is. It's actually made it pretty thick. So a ball doesn't speed through this infield unless it's banged up in front of the plate. So it's going to give people an opportunity to get some infield hits, particularly in the bunts. One ball, one strike. But you couldn't play on a better ball field. Didn't hold that one. 1-2.
Yeah, this field just has a nice look about it. It's cozy, it's comfortable, it's designed well. It just seems you got the backdrop of the trees back in the outfield. It just feels right.
Just a bit high. Jones thought he had that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, nobody on. We're in the 4th inning, and it's the Lions 2 and the Spartans 1. And 3-2. We're going full. Jose Cadenas, the number 9 hitter, waiting on deck. See if Jones can end it right here. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for the Spartans in the 4th. Nothing across. Going to the bottom of inning number 4. Lions 2-0.
My grandfather had always wanted me to go to this school.
On its campus in Tampa Bay, convening education centers, and online everywhere, St. Leo University provides a supportive, affordable, and innovative education that prepares students for successful, rewarding careers.
I feel prepared for the future. St. Leo University gave me the tools that I need for success.
St. Leo University. For more information, visit us at stleo.edu.
Bottom of 4, Roa, Sparling, and Hewen. 4, 5, and 6. Roa with a base hit his first time. Had a rope to right field. Got that one up in the air a little too much. Center fielder roams over, and he'll pick it up. 1 up, 1 down.
Looks like he kind of went for a pitch high and outside the strike zone. went to the opposite field, but just couldn't get enough on it.
Bobby Sparling.
Bobby Sparling now. Bounced out second to first. Up in the air, right side. First baseman says he'll take it. Second baseman runs him off, and the second baseman puts it away. Foul ball. So quickly, 2 up, 2 down. I think 3 pitches is all we've seen this inning.
The batters have come up today looking to swing. It looks to me like the pitchers are pitching to contact. They're not looking for strikeouts. They're letting their defense carry them.
Yeah, each pitcher with only 1 strikeout through 3+ innings. Here's Luke Hewen. He bounced out third to first. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pretty good crowd again to look along the right field line. The stands beneath us are full. Some folks in their chairs along the third base line.
Well, it's a big, big series when Tampa comes to town. Everybody knows they're a quality team. And look forward to seeing what the Lions can do against a quality team. So far, so good.
Chops it in the box, 2-2. Runs are precious today. They're going to be hard to come by. And there's a fair ball in the corner. That's extra bases. That's going all the way to the corner. Ewan will check in at second with a stand-up double. You rifled that right over the bag.
Right over the bag. Even Nolan Arenado couldn't have made that play, Tom. That's another plug for the Cardinals, by the way.
That wasn't lost on me.
Now batting number 7, Mike Wyman.
Here's Mike Wyman now with a chance to pick up a run. He hit a fly ball to left center. Hit it pretty hard back in the second. See if he can deliver here with 2 outs.
This would be a big hit here. Get a run back.
Mike 1 for 4 last night. Got a big hole between short and third. Good rip on that one. He just sent it over the dugout on a hop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Caleb Adams waits his turn. Quickly ready to go is Canny. Low and away. 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Man at second. Pop up right side. Right fielder with a long run to the bullpen, but he can't quite get there. But I tell you, these outfielders can cover some ground.
They are fleet of foot. One thing I've noticed, they get very good jumps off the ball.
That was Cumbo. He made a long run. The big hole in right center field. 2-2 will do it again. Breaking ball away, 3-2.
That was good discipline right there. He laid off of that curveball. Pitcher attempted to get him to swing at some other strike zone.
Tantalizer.
Yep.
3-2. Line drive left field. That's going to be a base hit. We're going to probably have a... No, we're not. Look at this throw to the plate. Ball got out there too quick.
Yeah, that was a line drive, a 1 hopper to the left fielder. Normally you would hope with 2 outs you would try to score, but I think the coach, third base coach, did the right thing holding him up. I think he might have been out at the plate if he would have tried to score.
Well, that's a bad break. Wyman, though, with a good hit. Solid 2-out single. Runners at the corners for Caleb Adams. He popped to the third baseman in his first time. Adams with a chance to do some damage here. All quiet down in the Spartan bullpen. Alex Canny ready to go. Gets by. Might be a play. And safe at the plate. Nice slide. Ewan came all the way. It was a nice play by the catcher. Gutcher got it back to Canny, but a good head-first slide just under the tag. And that's a big run.
That slide made all the difference, Tom. If he would have went in feet first, I think he would have been out. By coming in head first, he hooked the slide where he drug his left hand over the plate and made it difficult for the catcher to make the tag. I think smart baseball there.
So a wild pitch figures on each side for a run so far today. Now, another chance for Adams with Wyman down at second. He was able to move up as well. 2 balls, 1 strike. And a fastball in the outside corner. 2-2.
It's a big run at second base right here. This would be really great to get this run in.
Fisted foul down the third baseline. And we'll do it again. And watch out.
Came in with an off-speed pitch, and the batter was way ahead of that one. He actually got fooled, but was able to put some wood on it and keep it in foul ball.
2-2. Another breaking ball. Doesn't get this one. High curve ball. He gets away with it. But we get a run. 2 hits. A wild pitch certainly helped. And 1 man left. We've got 4 in the book. And the Lions now extend to 3-1.
Jose Cadenas.
Top inning number 5. Tom Candle along with our special guest Bill White in the booth today. 9, 1, and 2 coming up for the Spartans. Breaking ball inside. You did some baseball coaching early in your career, did you not?
Yes, Tom. Back in like 1980, I was the varsity baseball coach for Booker High School in Sarasota. I coached there for 3 years as the coach, and it was a baseball hotbed down there in Sarasota. You had Sarasota High School, Riverview High School, Manatee, a lot of the smaller private schools. And my last year coaching there, we actually won the district championship. When I took the program over 3 years before that, they had never won a game. So We went 14-10, won the district championship, and that's when I decided to change careers and became a horse trainer.
This is going to be a tough play.
Ooh.
The fact that he even made it close. That was one of those Baltimore chops.
Shortstop did everything he could possibly do with that play. He barehanded it, made a nice throw. First baseman scooped it up cleanly, but the runner just beat it out.
That's the third infield hit for the Spartans. They have 6 hits, 3 of them of the bleeder variety, but as we said earlier, they look like line drives in the books, and they all count.
Well, you had mentioned earlier that this grass is deep and lush. I'm not familiar with it, but possibly the ball plays a little slow.
Okay, we're back to the top of the order. Lala. He doubled his last time. Sent one down into the left field corner. And he scored the only run that the Spartans have on the board. Keep our eye on Cadenas. Joe's bunt, pulls it back. Miles was right on top of him, coming in from third. Take a look. Joe Urso going through all the signs down at third. And we'll see what the Brain Trust has in mind. Lala. Little floater to center field. Adams broke back and then he slipped. That one fooled him off the bat.
Yes, he was a little confused on that one. And when he slipped, that kind of eliminated any chance to make that play. All right, now we have a big inning in the formation right here, first and third.
2 on, 2 balls not hit very hard, but first and third for the Lions. And here's Earhart, Urso, and Kumba, and Nunez coming. And that's Murderer's Row. Infield back, they'll give him the run for the out up the middle. Justin Jones trying to protect a shutdown inning, but it's going to be all work from here. Runner goes inside, throw goes through, safe. Aggressive.
Very aggressive. Now they're really in the driver's seat right now. They have second, third, no outs.
Those are the tying runs. Two balls on the hitter. Pop up. I think that's one is going to probably come out of play, and it does. That would have been nice.
Yes, a infield pop right now would be super. Strikeout. You need to get this out. This is the batter you get. You have to get him out. You can't have second and third no outs. You have to get somebody out here.
This is one of the times in a ball game where a pitcher will look for a strikeout with a man at third and less than 2. And 3-1, fastball high. No activity down in the bullpen, although it does look like there's a little scattering right now. (3-1) and up and over the top. 3-2. So we'll see if Jones can come back and get him. Earhart with a base hit and a sac fly. So
this is a big pitch right here. 3-2.
Bouncing ball off the third baseman to the shortstop. He has no play. This has been a bizarre inning the way the balls have been hit.
Yeah, Tom, that ball was a tough play, but it was playable. Looked like it took a little bit of a funky hop, but certainly I'm sure if you talk to the third baseman, he'd say I'd normally make that play 9 out of 10 times.
So they get a run. 3-2. Runners at first and third. Rick Odette's going to come out and have a little chat. Inning started with an infield bleeder by Cadenas. Lala hit a little blooper to center that the center fielder slipped and fell. And then that one goes off the edge of the glove from the third baseman. So it's 3 hits and a run. Umpire heads out to the mound, I'm sure. While they're trying to get these games in, they're not going to want a lot of time wasted out on the meetings.
This is a big, big situation for the Lions. You smell a big inning forming here, an inning that could be a backbreaker. We need an out right here or a double play, something.
Give up a run for 2 here. Then we'll go back to work with the bats. Like I say, it's been kind of a crazy inning. The way the ball has bounced this inning.
No one has really hit or tagged the ball hard. It's just been, like you say, these just little funky infield plays.
J.D. Urso, the shortstop. 1 strike. Jones ready. There's another pop out of play. Do have a right-hander now loosening down in the bullpen.
Pitcher's in good shape here. He's got 2 strikes, no balls. He can waste a pitch or 2, get him to fish.
That's going to be a nice grab by Mikey Scott. The run is going to score, but a real nice play by Scott. Again, that was off the end of the bat. Stayed up long enough for Scott to get there. So that'll be a sac fly. That will tie the ball game.
That was a fantastic play. He had to run toward the foul line and make a cross the body catch on a sinking line drive. That, if he doesn't make that play, this game could get out of hand.
1 out now, a man at first. Spartans coming back with 2 here in the top of the 5th to tie things up. Kumbo shows bunt, pulls it back. He's 1 for 2.
What St. Leo is looking for right now is the double play. Got a man on first, 1 out.
Keep our eye on Earhart at first. They run earlier in this inning, so wouldn't be surprising to see him go again. Long look in by Jones this time. There's the 1 hopper. There's 1. And a double play. We had to wait to see if Wyman came up with it. So Bill White, nice call. We played 4.5. And it's now 3-3. Bottom of the fifth. Could have been worse as we spoke between innings, but Bill White called for the double play, and
We got it.
Nunez, and then the top.
Now batting number 1, Yo-Yo Nunez.
Nunez at a fly ball. Popped to the second baseman his first time. There's a line drive softly hit center field. Outfielders are playing so deep, they can never get to that. So here we come right back. See if we can't reestablish some offense.
Just what you want to see after giving up a couple runs in the previous inning. Come right back with a base hit to open up this half of the inning, put the pressure back on Tampa.
Cooper Miles back to the top of the order. Chops one to third, over the third baseman's head, foul. Wouldn't be surprised to see if we get a little action down in the Tampa bullpen now. We're going into the fifth inning, and let me see how long this young man usually goes.
I think what has quickened the pace of this game is the pitchers have demonstrated right off the bat they're throwing strikes. So no one's up there trying to nurse a walk. They're up there knowing they have to swing.
One strike. Ripped foul. Watch out. Tony Caldwell jump out of the way of that one. Caldwell on the staff. Rick Odette, 6th season at St. Leo's. Graduate of St. Joe's College. Tony Caldwell, Mitch White at Tech, and Robert Kraft. Foul up and stay out of the parking lot.
Every time one of those sails over the booth, Tom, I'm wondering how your windshield is back there.
Better have good insurance. Canny has gone 54 innings in 13 appearances, 8 starts. So we're looking at about 6 innings on average they could expect to get from him. Now they do have a right-hander up and throwing down there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cooper Miles. Keep our eye on Nunez, although he's been a little dinged up too. He was out with a leg injury a couple of weeks ago, but we're glad to have him back in there.
I wouldn't expect him to try to steal yet.
Swing and a miss, fastball, and he didn't get it. Second straight time Miles is down swinging.
Now batting number 4, Buck Anderson.
Here's Buck Anderson. Base hit back in the 3rd inning.
Just watching this game, you just get this feeling that it's going to come down to the relief pitchers who gets the job done in the later innings.
And one big run somewhere. Thank you to Mario for bringing the popcorn back to the booth.
I would think both coaches would be very happy with their starting pitching. They've been very challenging, very much in command.
Got to take a look at Nunez. We said he dinged up an ankle a couple of weeks ago, and now he's waving the coaches off, but he's in some distress. He's waving them off. Dove back into the bag there on that pickoff attempt.
He's an important run right there. I hope he's 100%. He still seems like he's limping.
And it's important on the other side of the game, too, with that glove at shortstop. There's a shot. This could be a pair. And it is. So the double play has been in both sides of the diamond. That time, 6-3 on the double play. A base hit, nothing left. 5 complete. 3-8-1 for the Spartans. 3-7-0 for the Lions. Top half, inning number 6. One pitch, one fly ball. Center fielder. Long run in. Adams puts it away. That was way up there.
If we had a domed stadium, it might have hit the rafters.
That was Nunez.
Number 0, Marcus Lyons.
He's out number 1. Jamarcus Lyon, 0 for 2. Lyon's looking for his first hit in the series. There's a short hopper. And on to first, then a tag play. Nunez threw that one on the run. He really didn't set himself. Maybe that has to do with that leg.
Could be.
Anyway, it's 6-3 on the out. Nice play on the other end by Wyman.
Second time we've seen the first baseman on both teams make the tag on an errant throw.
2 up, 2 down. Gutcher, the catcher. He's the power man on this ball club. As we mentioned, he's got 10 home runs and 31 runs batted in. You like to see him come up with the sacks empty. Takes 2 strikes. Steps away.
Just nothing but heat just coming. Here it is. What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to bend one here into the dirt off the corner. Good eye.
That couldn't have missed by much.
Jones quickly ready to go here. There's a curveball. And that's hit long and far and off the top of the fence. So we've talked about his power. He almost showed it to us there. That was about a foot from going over the top.
When he hit it, you knew it was a solid line drive, but it just carried a lot more than I expected. It just kept going.
So down at second base, the lead run, 2 down. First 2 went quickly. Here's Saldino. Fastball inside. Jones hasn't lost anything off his fastball.
To the Lions' credit, they've dealt with base runners almost continuously, and they're getting out of these innings with little damage.
High and away, 2 balls. Saldino 298. I think he's the only one under 300, and at 298, you almost give him a pass there.
He's got to feel like an outlier.
2 balls, no strikes, 2 away. The lead run down at second. Pop up, center field. Nunez says he'll take it. No, the center fielder says, I'll take that one, and he does, and it was his ball to take. So they escape once again. Spartans with a long double strand the runner, and we're going to the bottom of the 6th, and it's 3-3.
My grandfather had always wanted me to go to this school.
On its campus in Tampa Bay, convening education centers, and online everywhere, St. Leo University provides a supportive, affordable, and innovative education that prepares students for successful, rewarding careers.
I feel prepared for the future. St. Leo University gave me the tools that I need for success.
St. Leo University. For more information, visit us at stleo.edu.
Bottom inning number 6, all tied 3. Mikey Scott,
Now batting number 19.
Adrian
Mikey
Roa,
Scott.
Bobby Sparling, 2, 3, and 4. Mikey Scott with a base hit, bounced into a double play. Canny stays in the ball game. Right-hander ready down there in the Tampa bullpen. One ball, one strike. Left field. Easy one for the left fielder, and he puts it away. So Mikey Scott on the fly ball to left. Here's Adrian
Now
Roa.
batting number 10, Adrian Roa.
Roa, base hit, and a long fly ball to center. Lazy fly to left, and put away by the left fielder. So 2 fly balls to start the inning very quickly. 2 outs.
Now batting number 44, Bobby Sparling.
Here's Sparling. And now we're going to come out and check the pitcher. I don't know whether that last pitch he felt something wasn't right. We've got the trainer headed out.
Tom, I just stepped out of the booth for a couple minutes, and there is a light drizzle going on right now.
We were waiting for the elements to show. Going to throw a couple here just to see how he feels. He must have felt something because he waved him out. So until we talked a little bit, excuse me, about your coaching background and the 30 years you spent as a Hall of Fame horse trainer. How about your couple of years as the mayor of Dunellen?
Boy, that's really a menagerie of careers, isn't it? You know, baseball coach, teacher, horse trainer, and mayor of Dunellen. Yes, we've done all of those.
Sparling now in. Chops one foul.
But I had spent 4 years on the city council for the city of Dunellen, little town in between Crystal River and Ocala. 2 as a city councilman and 2 as a mayor. And it was kind of like learning a foreign language when you're in your late 60s. You know, it was something very totally new, being the mayor of a city.
The ball is crushed, and a nice running grab. That center fielder can cover some ground. Jose Cadenas grabs that one, and it's 3 fly ball outs in the 6th for the Lions. Nothing across. Top at number 7 on its way. Top of the 7th, and now, Bill, we have a 3-inning game, basically, and the little things now start to become important.
You got 9 outs. 9 outs. So it's a question, how much gas is left in the starting pitching? And what are the relievers going to do in the event when they come in?
Well, now both starting pitchers have gone as far or longer than they have all season. Little chin music there to Cardenas. And Cardenas made a nice play to end the inning. His first step is just instinctive out in center field.
Yeah, he's very, very impressive. A little low. But I think these starting pitchers are going to go deeper into the game because how rapid this game has moved along. There's been a lot of first pitch swings and contact, fly balls, ground outs. So I think their pitch counts are probably lower than normal, and it's going to give them maybe an extra inning or two.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a game that has 16 hits in it.
No, it really doesn't. Just been quick outs. We've had some innings where it seems like there's less than 10 pitches and there's 3 outs.
2-2 now. We want to get the leadoff man here in the dirt.
Yeah, this is one of those situations when you get into this part of the game, you don't want leadoff walks. Leadoff walks right now can really kill you. You can't. You got to make them earn it. You can't give them that freebie.
Ball's hit hard, left center field. Scott back over his head against the fence. So Cardenas starts the inning. He knew he was going to get a strike, 3-2, and he just flat ripped it up the gap. So the lead run now down at second.
Sometimes hitters, when they get that second strike, they'll take a little off their swing just to make contact. He was in full bore. He wasn't taking nothing off of that swing.
Here's the top of the order now, Lala. He's got a double and a single, scored twice. And it doesn't get any easier as they start down this lineup for the 4th time. There's a bunt, third base. Well placed. Sacrifice works. Made the third baseman field it. Third base was unguarded.
Third baseman was really alert on that play. Could have been problematic, the bunt, but he played it so well it looked like an easy out at first.
5-3 on the out. Now the infield is up. Edge of the grass all the way around the infield. And we talked earlier when they had that man at third and less than 2 how important this is to try to keep this ball either in the infield or go for that K.
Yeah, this is when a strikeout is big right here.
Did not hold. Strike, 1-1.
Batter was just really tied up on that. He actually looked awkward in his half swing on that pitch.
1-1. Low and away. J.D. Urso on deck. We do see a few raindrops hitting the plexiglass here in front of us. In the dirt, good stop. Breaking ball. Hopped in, and Hewen was able to backhand, at least get enough of it to keep it in front of him.
This is where the pitcher for St. Leo has to keep his composure. There's a man on third. It's starting to rain. Has a tendency, it'll kind of psychologically want you to rush or overpitch.
Pop up. This got a good arm right here. Sparling coming in. There's the throw to the plate. Pitcher was not behind the catcher where he should have been, but Hewen stopped it. Boy, did that ball come floating in on the breeze.
I thought that was an automatic tag up and score. That ball just died like a wounded quail, and quite surprised they didn't score on that. That was heads up.
Well, Sparling has a good arm in right, but Adams was able to come in and get it now with 2 outs. The infield goes back.
That was a big, big out. With a man on third, 1 out. Now you have a man on third with 2. All you have to do is focus on this hitter right here. That's all you have to focus on.
A walk and a sac fly so far for watch out. That may have caught a piece of him. It got the umpire for sure. You're going to talk to see if it actually hit the batter. Batter says it hit him too.
Unless we have the equipment of NBC or ABC for slow motion, I don't think there's any way to really know if that nicked him or not.
We know one thing for sure. It got to the umpire.
The umpire didn't need the equipment from NBC to know. He's got the bruise.
I can tell you as a guy that spent 30 years behind the plate, those hurt. And they leave a mark.
I've always thought that no one really, really appreciates what a catcher goes through in any given game. When you think about a major league catcher that maybe will catch 140 games along with the preseason and postseason, and then do that over a 15, 18, 20-year career, that's amazing. That's amazing. Just your hands, how often your hands get pounded, your thumbs, your fingers. Yeah, I see you have a few crooked ones.
Got 2.
And
I got a nice scar across my head, too, where the hair used to be.
And then the knees, like you've told me, after that squat position all that time, it just wears your knees out.
Well, they always talk about, the pitcher threw 102 pitches. Well, if the game went 7 innings, the catcher threw every one of them back to him.
That is correct. And then on top of that, with all that punishment to your hands and other parts of your body, you're still expected to get up to the plate and produce.
Right.
So you never get a break in the course of a game.
We can see the rain now a little more visible coming down. 1-1. We're back to the action. Umpire shakes it off. In the dirt. Another good stop.
Here again, Tom, the pitcher really has to just really stay focused on this batter. He can't think about the rain. He can't think about, I got to get this guy out quick. Just put all that stuff aside and get this guy out. You just got to focus on him.
Stay your course. Fly ball, right field, out of play up on the bank. Another right-hander down in the bullpen. We've had a couple of them up last inning for the Spartans. Down in the Lions bullpen, I think that was Pat Gallagher that's been tossing down there. Here's the big pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and boy, is that a big strikeout. So Jones evades the problem with a man at third and only 1 out. Spartans leave him.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now the middle of the 7th inning, and it is time.
Now we're going to the middle of the 7th. You know what that means? And let's see if that's Scottsdale or Greenwood, Barry, Franklin, Chicago, or my brother Dan up in Catawba Island. It's the 7th inning stretch. Reload that popcorn just like we did, and we'll be back for more.
My grandfather had always wanted me to go to this school.
On its campus in Tampa Bay, convening education centers, and online everywhere, St. Leo University provides a supportive, affordable, and innovative education that prepares students for successful, rewarding careers.
I feel prepared for the future. St. Leo University gave me the tools that I need for success.
St. Leo University. For more information, visit us at stleo.edu.
Okay, everybody back to your seat. Bottom of the 7th, Braden Nelson, the new pitcher coming in for the Spartans. We kind of thought we were coming to the end of the afternoon for the starters. Braden Nelson, 17th appearance, all in relief, 34 innings, 35 hits, 19 runs, 15 of them earned. Earned run average 3.89. Luke Hewen, Mike Wyman, Caleb Adams, 6, 7, and 8.
My first impression of this pitcher, he looks like he's a fireballer. Looks like he just rears back and lets it rip.
You get a little jump on it.
That inning ended with maybe the most critical pitch of the game, that strikeout with a man on third.
Up in the air, shortstop goes back, says he'll take it. Finally comes down. Boy, we've had some high major league pop-ups today. Ewan out number 1 on the pop to shortstop. Now Mike Wyman. Nelson, 6'5", 235, so you're right. Brecksville, Ohio. Graduate student. Watch out.
You and I talked before the game how pitchers and actually baseball players just seem to be so much larger now than they used to be 25 years ago.
That's not even close. 6 feet was a big boy back when I played.
Yeah, Mickey Mantle, what was he, 6'1"? He wasn't giant. None of those guys were.
There's a shot to right center field. This has a chance, and it is down. I'll tell you what, you have to be a wizard to get the ball down between these guys in a gap, but that one did it.
I was surprised the center fielder didn't make that play based on how well he's jumped on the other balls. That kind of hung up there for a while. It looked like he might have had a chance.
Yeah, a little more toward the gap. But you're right, they both converged on it, just couldn't get there.
I don't think they wanted to give up a double in this situation either.
Yeah, they're in the no doubles. There's a straight up the elevator shaft. And it's going to fall behind us. Caleb Adams. Adams 0 for 2. Breaking ball away. So the lead run at first here in the 7th. Light rain, but we don't see the big black clouds of doom around us. That's the old announcer's curse. 1 ball, 1 strike. Another pop-up out of play. Wyman not a candidate to steal. But he's got a decent lead over at first. Check swing. That was in no man's land, that little half swing blooper.
Yeah, he got fooled on what looked like was an off-speed pitch, and it's actually a check swing that made contact, a very easy play, fly out to the second baseman.
2 down now, Wyman at first. Nunez. That's going to be probably a force, and it is. So, nothing across. A hit, a man left. We've played 7 complete, 3-3, and now we're down to a 2-inning contest. Top half of inning number 8. And Bill and I were discussing probably the longest outing so far for Justin Jones into the 8th.
Coach must have real confidence in him to keep him in there, because that means most of these hitters now have seen him 2 or 3 times. And so they kind of know what he's up to. They've seen his best.
Well, actually, we're into the 4th time through.
So this is a big decision by the coach to keep him in there.
Combo, Nunez, Lions. Ground ball, hard hit, and that's going to be an error on the second baseman. Anderson tried to backhand, and it just rolled up his arm and into short center field.
That was a tough play. But these are the kind of plays you have to make when you're playing a top team late in a ball game. This is the difference between walking out with a win or a tough one-run loss. Making those plays is what you have to make.
Here's Anthony Nunez, a single, bounced into a double play, and a fly ball to left. And that's a little seeing eye ball through the hole. It's going to be first and third. Throw gets away, and now the runner gets off to second. So not the way you wanted to see this inning begin. That ball just was a little dribbler through the left side.
That was a tough one to know what to do with that. Now the Spartans are really where they want to be. Second and third, no outs in a 3-3 ball game in the 8th inning. It's right where they want to be. So this is really going to test. This is really going to test the Lions right here.
You got a base hit and an error on the left fielder on the throw to third that allowed the batter runner to get the second. So 2 errors in a row on consecutive hitters. Infield up at the grass. There's a shot off the third baseman's glove, and that's going to be 2 runs. Throw to the plate is not in time. And on down to second goes Lions. That's the second time a ball has gone right off the edge of the third baseman's glove and glanced into left center field.
That's correct, Tom. These were ground balls that hit leather, and they were tough plays. No doubt about it. Tough plays. But
well, 2 runs are in. Rick Odette's out. That's going to be it for Jones. He does not get anybody out here in the 8th. And we'll be back. Pat Gallagher, new hurler on for the Lions. That'll be it for Justin Jones. He goes 7 complete. Gives up 12 hits, 5 runs. Responsible for the man down at second.
He should feel good about his effort today, even though he gave up a lot of hits. He really worked well out of jams. He worked well out of pressure situations. Showed a lot of composure, a lot of moxie. Seemed like every inning somebody was in scoring position, and he figured a way. He hung in there and did his best to give his team a chance to win.
Here's Pat Gallagher with his 10th appearance, all in relief. 2.76, 2-0 record. Trying to hold them right where they're at. Here's Gutcher. He hit one about a foot from the top of the left field wall his last time for a double. Fly ball to right, drifting over toward the line. Spartan will get it, runner will head over to third, and he'll make it. So a useful at bat for Gutcher. He advances the runner. Now that's just the first out, so we're going to have to bring the infield up again.
Well, this is just one of those innings now you're in damage control. You've already given up a pair, and they're trying to add another one on. It's a much different ball game, 5-3 or 6-3. 6-3 makes you really got a lot to do with only 6 outs left. So keeping this man on third from scoring is really important to give yourself a chance to win.
Lions scored first, 2 in the first. Spartans with 1 in the third, 2 in the fifth. Lions with 1 in the fourth. It was 3-3, and now there's some lightning. Kind of watching the umpires to see if I think Rick Odette says we can't play. So we saw that big streak of lightning right over the center field lights, and we're going to have a delay, a minimum of 30 minutes by NCAA rules before we're able to resume.
What's the announcer again?
Just announce that we're in a light delay and everyone please evacuate the facility.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a lightning delay. If you could please evacuate the facility.
Seek the nearest shelter.
We're going to be back. We're going to have a delay here. I would set your watches for 30 minutes. Check back with us. That would probably be the optimistic timing of it. But at the moment, it's 5-3. There's 1 out, 2 in here in the top of inning number 8. Tom Cannon and Bill White. And we'll be taking a timeout along with you guys. Well, we are back here at Thomas B. Southard Stadium on the campus of St. Leo University. Tom Cannell along with special guest today, Bill White, and we've just been notified that the game has been suspended in the top of the 8th inning. There's one out. The Spartans have scored 2 runs to take a 5-3 lead. They'll be headed back downtown to Tampa, and they'll be here tomorrow. The game will be resumed tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So 12 o'clock tomorrow, they'll complete game 1, and then they'll go on and hopefully get game 2 in. The line score currently 5 runs, 12 hits, and an error for the Spartans. 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Lions. We'll look for you tomorrow. Bill, thank you for coming in. Appreciate your insight, and it's a pleasure to have you upstairs here.
Tom, thanks for the invite. This was just pure pleasure. Absolutely pleasure. I enjoyed every minute of it.
Okay, fans, thanks for tuning in. Sorry for the disruption, and we'll see if we can't come back tomorrow and pull this one out. So for the final score, at least for today, 5-3, 7 innings, 7 1/3 innings complete, and we'll see you tomorrow at noon. Have a great day, everybody.